Good Luck, Good News Lock and Key, and Jamco Electric are the sponsors for Adam Gaeta.
We're getting set to go 30 laps for the Sunoco modified feature. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll turn them loose next time by.
Kyle James, 9th in the point standing, 79 points away from Keith Rocco. Well, let's see what kind of getaway he can get. He's elected to go on the outside. The decibel level increases, and it will be Kyle James to beat everybody to turn 1.
Green flag in the air, and yes, James will lead him down into turn 1. Try to take Todd Owen with him up on the outside. Here goes Owen, working the outside to go to second, give chase to James, and they're side by side from third on back.
Little forearm shiver between Todd Owen and Kyle James as they are able to gallop their way off the turn. Let's see if Owen goes out of line. He does. Here is Owen with an early bid for the lead, and he gets it.
James comes right back to cross over out of turn 2 and drives to the inside of Owen in the race for the lead. This time, James by a nose down into turn 3.
Keith Rocco running a strong third, and right behind him is Troy Tallman. So the top 4 cars can fit in the Dixie Cup. Owen pulling away from the combination of Rocco and James, and here comes Keith Rocco. He has some firepower as he is able to bazooka his way into second.
Yeah, Rocco right on the outside of James takes the spot away. While that's the spot is open, Talman follows through and goes to third. James back to fourth, but he's under attack from Ronnie Williams.
They gangbuster their way down the back stretch. Rocco, will he make a move? He will wait. Tallman is also in the vicinity. And then running a sturdy fourth is Ronnie Williams, and he usually comes on in the second half of the race. So he's got to jump on Kyle James. But the 3 musketeers named Owen, Rocco, and Tallman are fighting for the lead. Here comes Rocco. Power move, nitro. Only one man can do that in turn number 3, and he just did it.
Boy, he did, and of course he slides up the racetrack, usually in front of the car he just passed, but he didn't clear Owen and took him right up the racetrack with him, and Owen gets him chased down the backstretch.
And Owen has the capability in that car to retaliate. Here comes Owen as he tries to sizzle down low. We'll wait. Keith Rocco is our leader on lap number 6. Rocco hasn't won since opening weekend. Todd Owen hasn't won here since last year.
He is right on the back bumper of Rocco to follow him down into turn 3. Rocco using the middle of the racetrack. Neither the bottom or the top is open, so Owen will have to follow him on to turn 4 and down across the stripe. While this battle goes on, Ronnie Williams has been able to reel him in, and we can add him into the mix for the race for the lead as they head down the backstretch.
A little deeper in the field, Joey Gaeta trying to make a move, and he is able to execute it pretty efficiently. And going sideways in trouble, that is the 51 of Noah Corner, and he is able to save it, but that car went every which way but into the wall.
Those top 5 now running together, nose to tail through the third turn. It's Rocco, Owen, Talman, Williams, and Kyle James is with that front draft.
And look who has moved up. It is Woody Pitcat with a 10-8. And it's just a matter of time before he joins the top tier of the field. What will Todd Owen do? Looked like he was going to start something. Instead, it's Ronnie Williams. He fireballs his way into turn number 3. And he almost got underneath Troy Tallman, but not quite.
Couldn't make it stick, and now he's stuck down on the bottom. Here's the battle for the lead.
And Owen got halfway there. He retreats. Let's see what he does. Turn number 3. And Rocco going up high, trying to jackknife down low is Todd Owen, but it is still Keith Rocco, our leader, after 11 laps.
Rocco,
trouble with turn 4.
Yeah, we got a spin out of turn number 4. Looking it over, I don't know that car is going to get refired, and he won't. The caution flag comes out, so we'll slow him down here with 11 laps complete. That was the number 4 of Belcedo.
Well, maybe Shark Week lives. And he will go to the rear of the field. This is going to be a great restart, and you see what Keith Rocco is going to do. Start on the inside. And he has been probably the pioneer of restarting on the inside. Everybody else likes the outside. but you can't argue with the results that Keith Rocco was able to get.
Well, they got them side by side, but they'll come around behind the pace car one more time. Yeah, we talked about that move, and usually you try one of those, slingshot bottom moves like that, and you carry enough momentum into the turn that you can slide up in front of the other guy. Well, that time he couldn't, and Todd Owen stayed right there, so he took Owen up with him. Dave.
Also another car on the pit road for adjustment, the 07 of Justin Albanez. Justin complaining the car too tight.
Well, he will try to rectify that situation from the rear of the field, but up in the front, we have a battle shaping up between Keith Rocco and Todd Owen. Owen was a winner on Friday night at Stafford, but he has yet to visit victory lane at Thompson. And don't count out Troy Tallman in car number 3. He has been pretty effective as we get ready to come up to full speed.
Green flag is in the air, and Rocco gets the jump at the start. He's clear of Owen down into turn 1.
And now the fight is for second. Tallman got 3/4 of the way underneath Owen. He retreats. Ronnie Williams steps on the gas. He is even with Kyle James in a ferocious battle for fourth.
Yeah, add Woody Pitcat to that. Pitcat right on the back bumper of Kyle James as they're both trying to hold off a charging Ronnie Williams.
Rocco leading. Todd Owen over his back bumper like the Ivy at Wrigley Field. In third is Tallman. We have trouble for Corey Berry a little deeper in the field, and he is off the pace, and the yellow comes out, and we have a car that was in the grass in turn 2, Adam Gaeta, and we have yellow number 2, and it comes on lap number 12.
I'd like to get back to victory lane again, but he'd also like to keep that streak going of top 5s.
Now Kyle James and Troy Tallman in the second row, Woody Pitcat and Ronnie Williams in the third row. So we have a lot of power hitters up in the front as we get ready to turn the ignition key. What a jump by Rocco. There are very few guys who can restart better than Keith Rocco can.
And enough that he is clear down into turn 1. They are all stacked up behind him, but Owen is able to get outside of Troy Tallman and hold on to that second spot and hold on to the back bumper of Keith Rocco as they race out of turn 4.
Pitcat busy pestering the back bumper of Rocco. Now a battle for fifth. On the inside is Ronnie Williams trying to hold him off with a lunge is Woody Pitcat, and Pitcat is in the top 5.
Yeah, Pitcat was able to keep Ronnie Williams at bay. Williams stuck down in that bottom groove, and they're all driving around on the outside of him, a little bit loose out of turn 4, and now he sees Danny Cates racing him on the outside in the number 79. Battle for the lead out of 2.
And Owen got halfway there and then had a hiccup. We are approaching the halfway point. Owen almost vulnerable to Troy Tallman, and a guy on the move, Danny Cates. This is the first time he has raced at Thompson this year.
And he is solidly inside the top 6 as he's running 6th right behind the 10A of Woody Pitcat. The 2 leaders have a little breathing room between themselves and third place. Here's Owen again with a look underneath Keith Rocco, but Rocco pulls him down the straightaway.
It looked like Owen was setting himself up for a move in turn number 3. He tried it coming out of turn number 4. Rocco was ready. Here's Owen to try it again. Not enough room for him to squeeze under. There is now. Here comes Owen in a battle for the lead. They are padlocked together, and Owen still has second place. Keith Rocco came out of a rush to maintain his lead out of 4.
Yeah, Owen can only try that so many times without burning up the tires trying to keep the car down on the inside, so he's got to retreat and set up to try it again. Rocco holds his ground and stays in the middle of the racetrack, making it very difficult to get a good run down underneath him.
2 of the best Sunoco modified drivers are having a war. What will Owen do? Entering turn number 3. And he will put a little pressure on, but not as much pressure like he has been. Now he steps up the volume in turn 4, and he got about a quarter of the way under, and then had to drop back. Here he comes again, Pete.
Yeah, and Keith Rocco, you know, he's seen it all and he's done it all. He knows how to play defense as well as he does offense, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to have to make Todd Owen put two wheels down on the grass if he's going to get down underneath him to make the pass, because Rocco, using up the midsection of that racetrack, makes it very difficult to get a run down underneath him.
Owen is like the ocean, wave after wave after wave. Here comes another wave coming out of turn number 4, and that time he was content just to be glued to the back bumper like a trailer hitch.
Yeah, Todd Owen can't take anything away from him as he runs the back bumper of Keith Rocco. Maybe we'd like to loosen him up a little bit for enough to get underneath him, but the caution flag is out as we've got trouble on the backstretch. That's Belcito again in the number 4, spins off the second turn and down into the infield.
So the outside. So Woody Pitkat will be inside of him, and in just 3/4 of a lap, we will be at full speed.
Yeah, look at those guys that are in the front 4 there. Anybody could come out the victor of this one, with Pitkat looking to make it 2 on the day. Todd Owen currently has the lead. Ronnie Williams wants to get there, and Keith Rocco wants to get back to victory lane too. As the pace car peels off, we're ready for the start.
And Owen rises to the occasion, and he is able to rocket ship his way into the lead. They thunder into turn number 2, and we have a false alarm.
I think they got going just a little too quick. I didn't see that green flag go in the air, and the officials call it back.
Okay, a recall, but we will do it again. Let's see what Owen decides to do. What a job. Michael Rakowski is up in the top 6, but our attention is in the front row.
Much better start this time, side by side at the green flag, and pretty much a dead heat across the stripe down into turn 1.
Let's see if Owen gets momentum from the hill. He doesn't. Woody Pitkat moves into the lead, and Ronnie Williams will take over second.
Yeah, Ronnie Williams underneath Owen, but Owen hanging tough on the outside. Now he'll let Williams go and try to get back underneath him out of turn 4.
Pitkat going for the daily double. He is leading by about the length of a diving board over Ronnie Williams. In third, Todd Owen. We have a traffic jam behind Troy Tallman. Michael Rakowski leading the challenge. Adam Gaeta is back up. What an eventful day he has had, but nobody has had more happen than Woody Pitkat trying to win 2 in 1 day.
Sees the 5 to go that time as he comes across the stripe. Ronnie Williams trying to get away from Todd Owen and catch up to Woody Pitkat. And then in the 4th place, Keith Rocco. You can't count him out yet either, as right now we got 5 cars in the wall up in the 3rd and 4th turn.
Adam Gaeta and Joey Gaeta, the 2 cousins, the crashing cousins in turn 4. Time to turn the ignition key on what is going to be 5 very compelling laps.
Pace car peels off over in the 3rd and 4th turn. All eyes on the flag man as he puts the green flag in the air. It's Woody Pitkat and Ronnie Williams, and they've each got a dancing partner down into turn 1.
And Owen tried to come out of line. He comes up empty. Pitkat pulls away. Here comes Rocco, ready to keep him company. Here is Ronnie Williams in the top 2 as they come off the corner. Woody Pitkat looking for a sweep. He is 4 laps away from doing it.
Yeah, Ronnie Williams staying right there, though, within about 3 car lengths through the 1st and 2nd turn, and heads on down the backstretch. Rocco another 3 car lengths back, and then just a couple to Owen as they race off of turn 4.
And it is still Pitkat, the dominant factor. A little deeper in the field, we have Michael Rakowski, the rookie, trying to hold off the veteran Kyle James. Also, Troy Tallman is in the mix. They come together, hitting the wall as Noah Corner. Corner trying to save it. He spins it. He is in the grass, up against the sidewall. So Noah Corner is in trouble, and the yellow comes out. And I don't know if we did not finish lap number 28, so we have 3 laps to go. Noah Corner got into a tangle with Troy Tallman.
And now he finds himself restarting right alongside Woody Pitkat on the restart with just a couple of laps left.
Rocco against Pitkat. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. As a pace car has gone to peace and quiet. We will get rowdy. On the inside, here is Keith Rocco as he tries to pull away from Pitcat. Pitcat answers back.
Yeah, Pitcat stays right with him on the outside. Rocco by a nose, tries to run up the racetrack. Here comes Pitcat with a good run out of turn 2. About a half a car length lead down into turn 3. But here comes Rocco again down to the bottom. Oh, and Rocco slips a little bit. Pitcat's able to come back and see the white flag. Now Rocco's going to contend with Todd Owen.
Let's see what Rocco does into turn number 2. Owen to the outside. Here comes Ronnie Williams. Woody Pitcat out in front as he razor beams his way into turn number 3. Here is Pitcat as he waltzes around the 4th corner. Woody Pitcat is going to win his first modified race of the season. His first ever for Avery Racing. And second, Keith Rocco.
That's the starting of a new week, so you're right.
Right.
The weekend is up to it.
Yeah. Okay, test. Ready, Frank? All right, the weekend's come to an end here at Thompson as the sun goes down, and we're here with Woody Pitcat, and once again, a fantastic finish, dude. Really exciting. It just goes to show guys like you can beat some of the, those fast cars that win every Sunday here.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to do that. When Dan got here today, Dan Avery, my SK car owner, he said before the race started, he goes, let's show these, young guys or rookies what these crafty veterans can do. And I'm like, well, what are you saying? I'm old? He goes, no. He goes, I'm just saying you're a crafty veteran. And then I told him, it is pretty crazy how long we've already been racing, how fast it goes. I mean, I raced Stafford. This year I haven't been doing it weekly, but this year when I go back there, it's probably 25 years that I've been racing.
Since I worked there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah. So, it was just pretty much a dream day to be able to double dip like that, to win 2 races. Like Terry says when you're at the drivers' meeting, are we still smiling and having fun? And I said, ask that question at the end of the night.
Right. That's exactly right.
And we are tonight. We are today. We're still
Speaking
smiling.
Of that, there goes Terry Eames now.
Yeah. So
big smile on his face.
Yeah. So it's all good. It was a great day. I have 2 great car owners that I've raced with in the past. I raced with Jeff Hartwell in the late model for years. When I started racing here, he was racing. So to be able to win, with him, driving for him is a dream come true. And then to be able to run with Dan. I mean, I raced with Dan. I know he's got a great relationship with Glenn Reen. Glenn races for him at Stafford, and Dan kind of took a step back this year, so we could both race at 2 different tracks. Unfortunately, I just can't be at Stafford all the time, and I love racing Thompson, so it works out. The weekends work good for me. So just great to be able to be here with the group of guys, and just like we said when we were talking up there, it's so hard to win one race and win races nowadays, but to be able to go somewhere and win 2 in one day. In 2 totally different feeling cars and 2 different race teams that they know they're not going to get 100% dedication from me because I'm running back and forth. Right. It all goes to those guys. I'm just a lucky guy to hold the steering wheel and drive the thing. So, like I said, can't thank those guys enough, and I'm happy. I was happy to win 1 race, but to be able to win 2, it's an awesome day.
Yeah, and again, the second most exciting feature event finish all year. The first one was with you in that late model, that ACT race. So congratulations to you, man. Yeah,
that's I think we learned something from that, and we carried that over to the late model. So and since since I've ran good that night, we've been fast with that late model. So and another thing that's tough here is you usually race month to month, so it's tough with the weather and stuff and everything going through its cycles, and from spring to summer to fall, all that stuff, everything changes. So it'll be nice to be able to see what we got. I feel like we found something today, and hopefully we'll be racing next weekend. Next Sunday we'll be just as fast as we were today.
Good. Well, all the best to you, dude. We'll see you next weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Woody Pitcat.
About what good times we had. Every day was a Saturday, 'cause I ain't got a thing to do. Have a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time all night. never been a war, but I bet it'd be a good time. That's right. Just wanna have a good time.